Hey guys, welcome to the Wrestling Lowdown Show. This will be my review on Chyna documentary, Vice Versa. I finally got to watch the whole thing. I caught a little bit of it, and I listened to a lot of reviews, and I really wanted to watch this one, obviously. Because I don't think Chyna, WWE didn't do a DVD documentary on her, did they? I mean, she had that book, but other than that, I was looking forward to the one, before I knew all this, the one, the reconstruction of Chyna, because I was kind of following Vince Russo and his podcast at that time for a while, and yeah, I mean, the interview with Chyna when she was in Tokyo, I mean, I was following Vince Russo and heard all those interviews and everything, so that really got me excited about the documentary. But now that I watched this one, I'm glad the other one didn't get made because it looked pretty bad. I mean, a couple things before I reveal it. Obviously Chyna, she's her own woman, and obviously she made decisions and did stuff by willingly, and obviously there were influences and stuff, and just a little bit about my testimony before I came to Christ. I was a drug addict as well. At age of 15, got into the rock and roll scene, and then I just started dabbling in just marijuana and stuff. And then obviously when I got to my 20s till the age of 25, I was into the hard stuff that they even mentioned. And so I was an addict, and yes, a lot of it I can say influences and stuff, but ultimately I was the one that made a decision. So obviously I don't hear all sides of the documentary, and it is painting those two directors and the producer in a bad light, and rightfully so from what I'm hearing. But I mean, it was good at the beginning. It's what I wanted. I wanted to hear a little bit about her, how she got into wrestling, and then all the the indie scene. That was pretty cool, of those promos and all that stuff that she did. And they went over her career a little bit. I mean, for a good 45 minutes, but then they had to get into the nitty gritty. It started to get really crazy when X-Pac got into the scene. And I followed X-Pac in his podcast, and he had a lot of remorse, and a lot of stuff happened there, and a lot of stuff was not warranted. Like, they were not good for each other. Side note, I don't know why Kevin Nash was in there. I mean, he made a few good points, but he didn't really, I don't know, knew the Chyna story that much, I guess, or I don't know, maybe he did. But Mick Foley was in there. He was the shining light. And also Vince Russo put her over big time, and he was actually pretty good, real good. And he seemed pretty genuine, because I remember, like I said, I followed him during that time. I don't follow him as much anymore. And he was covering the Chyna stuff and the interviews, and I listened to his podcast every day. I'm like, oh man, they really had a good friend relationship. But I mean, there's stuff obviously, like I said, with the mom and with other people. Like, why does she keep cutting them off, or the support keeps going away? It's a little bit of both. But it's a heavy one. And it got pretty sad towards the very 25-30 minutes. With that Anthony guy and that even other, I don't know, guy. It was Eric, or I think it was Eric. I mean, at least Eric admitted that he was on drugs, and he pretty much was responsible for a lot of everything, pretty much, and could have got her help. The Eric guy, no, Anthony, I don't know, man. He was literally just, he was painted in a bad light. Like, he just wanted the money, and using her like a cash cow, and he's saying all the right stuff at the time. And then the Rob, right, guy, he seemed legit, wanted to help her, and he had some weird ways about him, but hey, it was helping her out. Even McFoley admitted that she was in a good place. The Tokyo stuff was cool. I'll probably go back and watch that match someday. I don't know when. And X-Pac went, and he admitted he kind of screwed that part up with her career in Japan, New Japan. And then she went back again, and she became Mormon. And I used to be Mormon, like, well, so it was like, okay. And I know the Mormon community, they like to help their own, but obviously something happened in that country. It's a little bit different. You lose your visa and all that. I mean, I've been to Japan, but, obviously something must have happened where she couldn't stay there. She would have been better off there, obviously. But even there, I guess they mentioned about, Triple H mentioning that comment on the Stone Cold Steve Austin podcast. Yeah, that was a cop-out, big time. I mean, yeah, I can go into that, but, I mean, what the heck, I mean, you have kids, you should know what they're watching, or Googling and stuff, and if you don't, well, that's your fault, I mean, they're gonna know eventually. But anyways, yeah, I mean, I'm glad they made it. I'm not, I was one that thought Chyna the ring one, but this might just be the only one. I wish they had more like genuine interviews of her, but I guess she was pretty, heavily on something, so it was kind of hard to get the truth, or at least her perspective. Most of it was just like past footage and stuff of her talking, which was good. But I wish, I don't know. Like I said, I was looking forward to the reconstruction of Chyna, because I thought it was going to be about her, and she's going to, open up freely, like she did with Vince Russo, and she was sober. But now looking at this, maybe I don't want to see it, because she was pretty altered. But that was my review of Chyna. Like I said, there's a lot. I mean, I was a fan back then, DX and all that, and it's good to hear the story, this A story of her behind the scenes and all that. Vice Versa, did a good job, I guess, from what they got, the footage. And I guess that Anthony guy got arrested, and the footage and stuff were taken away. Yeah, it was sad at the end. I knew where I was at. I was at work, and told my dad, and like, hey, and everyone passed, and they're a wrestler, and yeah, it's just, yeah, it just came to an end. Even with the mom, everything was kind of sad towards the back end of this documentary. Well, look at my thoughts. I know I'm rambling a little longer, but like my review of Chyna Vice Versa documentary. Please like and subscribe, and I'll talk to you guys later. Bye.